I keep doing that. I keep hitting the wrong button before we record.
No,
so,
it's okay. You're learning.
episode 2, recording 2. Another podcast, another day.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like this for a while. We're just gonna laugh our way through until we.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I have freaking hair in my eye.
It's good vibes. Why?
I've never had hair in my eye like that before.
I hate when I have hair in my eye. This is the longest I usually have my hair, but that's why I styled it back.
Bro, this is great. What are you talking about?
I hate having long hair.
Bro, you keep in mind my hair was short.
You should have seen my hair yesterday.
Was that bad?
No, I had it braided.
I'm sorry, huh?
I had not like that, but like braided.
I'm about to lose my shit.
It was like two, like that split in the middle, and then it comes up like that.
Yeah,
but like obviously, I
have this split in the middle. Holy shit!
It's a natural split.
Okay, naturally, yeah. Mine's not.
It's weird though, cause like my hair goes woofy.
Yeah,
it looks weird now because I've been wearing a hat. But
yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I can pull off. I think I can pull off. No, I can't pull it off.
That's what I
can't pull that off.
I'm like, let you think about that one for a second. Like, there's no way. Like, I've seen some people with braids, and I'm just like, you don't need those, bro.
Some people can pull it off, some can't.
Yeah, for sure. And then there's just a lot of people like you don't do it.
Like Brandon, I don't think he can pull off.
No.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Brandon, but like his head's shaped like Vegeta, so like, that's not happening. He knows already. He knows.
I'm not gonna touch that.
He knows. He already knows this. He already knows this. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm not gonna talk about head shapes.
It's all. No. That's a very Let's leave that for another episode.
Another episode.
Yeah. Comedy.
Sure.
Roast. Yeah.
Sure.
That could be.
Well, I mean, if the guy was here, it'd be a little bit better. At least he can defend himself.
Oh, not around me. I can get real disrespectful with some jokes. Like that's just mine. Well, yes, you of course. Yeah, we know this. Shit. Actually, I was actually watching one of the podcasts that I sent you. One of them.
Mm-hmm.
They put out an episode, and then they were talking to two females. Dude, it went on for 3 hours.
That's fine.
Which is amazing because they never done a 3-hour episode and they did one, so it was dope. One of the dudes at the end, he asked the question. It's like, what's running or who's running who? Is your mind running you or is you running your mind?
But what is considered as you?
Yourself, like your thoughts.
But isn't your thoughts contained within your head?
Technically, yes. But are you running your mind or is your mind running you?
That seems redundant because to me that's one and the same because your thoughts are in your head and it's not like your head is a separate entity, right? Your thoughts and all you know and all that you are is in your brain. So to me, the argument that is your thoughts controlling you or is your brain controlling you, which is to me redundant because to me they're one and the same.
No, that was a great answer. No,
did I lose you for a minute?
No. It's not even that. It's like I like to ask questions where it makes people think.
Yeah.
So that was the question.
Oh, okay. What did you think about it?
No, I thought it was it's literally you're running your mind.
Again, who's you?
Yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the magic behind it. You're running your mind.
So we're getting philosophical now.
No, but it's good to see the brain work.
No, it's hard to see nowadays.
Yeah, this is why I bring it up.
Most people are just stuck on their phones. I'm trying to make it a habit. I don't think I'm as bad as other people when it comes to being on their phone or on a screen all the time. Mm-hmm. But I am trying to reduce it a lot more. Like if I'm having a conversation with you, mm-hmm. Let's say we're out, we're not doing a podcast. I'm making sure I don't look at my phone unless it's urgent, mm-hmm. right? The only time I look at my phone
is my phone here. Oh yeah, it
is if I get a notification. Usually, if it's a text message, if it's a call, I'm definitely almost picking it up because almost no one calls me, and if they call me, it's usually something important.
Telemarketers, that's what I usually get.
Well, I'll look at it, and if it's not one of my contacts that's given, then I'll almost immediately decline it.
I don't put names to my contacts.
So you don't have me there in your phone as Sean?
No, you are Sean M. Don't be stupid.
Okay.
Just not everyone.
I'm the same way. Like, if I haven't talked to you in a while, like, I'm most likely gonna delete you.
Yeah.
Or like, if I met you the one time and I had no intention of coming back to you, then you're most likely not gonna be on my phone.
It's not even that. It's like someone's like, "Yo, I have my number." I'm like, "Bet." I add it. Who is this again?
Oh, you're nice because I don't even do that. They're like, "Oh, I have my number." I'm like,
"No," because it's someone like I used to talk to. So like,
oh, okay, yeah. If it's like a previous friend, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I just forget to put the name sometimes. So like, now like the telemarketers, they have like 416 numbers.
Yeah. I get a lot of like 416 or 647 numbers.
So I get confused. I'm like, yo, is someone trying to connect? Like, what's going on?
I'm the same way. So especially now where like I've been applying for jobs because I'm going co-op, so I'm expecting phone calls. Mm-hmm. So I'm more likely to pick up spam now because of it, and I'm actually getting more spam even on my emails, which is really annoying.
It is what it is, honestly. But no, like going back to that question, I bring it up because of the topic, because the topic's gaming. Mm-hmm. So like, might as well bring up something that makes you use your head when you talk about something that you don't really use your head for.
Okay.
So that's what I thought.
Okay.
Just an idea.
So, okay. So on the topic of gaming, when you play games, or before you even think of playing games, like, do you think, like, I'm gonna use this device to relax, to let out some feelings, to have an experience, like, what is gaming to you?
It used to be like just to relax.
Yeah.
But it's an experience now.
Yeah.
So like when you play games, like remember like N64, you're playing like Mario Kart, you're playing like Smash Brothers, Diddy Kong Racing, all that shit. I still have that upstairs.
Yeah.
Mind you. That's just to relax.
Yeah.
You know, even when you're playing Super Mario 64, when you're going around collecting stars, it's not that serious.
Yeah, but you're having a good time.
Yeah, you're having a good time for sure. But like experiences nowadays is based on how well the game is put together.
Yeah.
So like if you're playing a game, it's like it takes like 3 hours to get through a story.
Yeah.
And it's like a 7-hour game in total with side stories and shit. That's an experience. I honestly think it's an experience. So like when you look at games like Watch Dogs, for example, bro, that's a full experience. Because you don't get games like that.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Well, I don't like Assassin's Creed. So
fair. Yeah. I used to be the same way. Like, I used to love video games for... it. To me as a child, it was an escape from reality. Not like my life was crap. Mm-hmm. It was just, oh, I can't go into space, but here's Mario Galaxy where I can, like, float around from planet to planet. Yeah. Right? Or, you know, those single-player games like Assassin's Creed, or... why am I drawing a blank on this? Like, yeah, like, I used to love playing video games. Now, I don't love it as much. To me, it's more of like, I don't have anything to do, or I'm forcing myself to relax, so I'll play games. Mm-hmm. And even then, I usually try to play games with my friends. So to me, it becomes a whole experience with my buddies. And because if it's a single player game, let's say like Assassin's Creed, I usually get bored. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't particularly care for the story, or like, it's whatever. And then everything else that's supposed to be filler to make time go by, it's just tedious and it's annoying. So I've paid almost $100 for a game where the whole purpose is just go from one end of the map to the other, either just to kill someone, or, you know, it's a fetch quest. Like, oh, go grab this from over here and then bring it back. And I hated that. Like, me, I've been recently playing a lot of, I guess, indie games, so they're not fully developed AAA titles. Mm-hmm. And I'm still having more fun as if I was going to buy a AAA title, but by myself. Or even if like it is not by myself, huh?
Indie games like what?
There was like, I remember one. There was like Granny Simulator.
I'm sorry, what?
Granny Simulator. So you're essentially like, one person's like a granny, and you're supposed to go around doing your task. Mm-hmm. And then there's another player that's a baby or the toddler that's supposed to watch you. I know that. Yeah, and the whole purpose of the toddler is essentially just. It sounds bad, but the whole goal as a toddler is to kill the grandma and like just torture her throughout the house while she's trying to do her task, right? And it's fun. Here's another one. Me and my buddies spent, I think, 3 hours playing Uno. Not even in person. Like, it was on the computer. We were done playing Rainbow Six Siege. We were like, okay, let's play Uno. And then we played Uno. And it was like $7. And it's so fun. Just the randomization, like how we can like plus 20 eventually, or just like reverse or skip or just fuck someone over. Like, to me, it's not about the game anymore. It's just the experience with my buddies, and I don't care what game it is. Like, for you, if it was Destiny, like, I used to love Destiny, right? And I didn't really particularly care for the lore. It was just the fact that it was me and two other guys roaming around, collecting shit, like trying to be the best we could be, or when we go to PvP, just kill random people for fun. You're still laughing at the granny segment, aren't you?
I've seen the gameplay for that shit.
It's fun. It's fun.
Bro, it's the dumbest shit. Bro, when is it the granny that turns into the zombie?
It's the granny. At one point? Yeah, I remember I was a toddler and the granny turned into a zombie. I almost shit myself because I wasn't expecting it, and like it was a bright day and it was a bright house, and then suddenly it just turned dark. And I'm trying to maneuver, get. I think I was trying to grab like a tool to hurt the granny. I turn around and it was just like like this zombie mummified grandma looking thing just coming up behind me. And the thing is, like, I'm supposed to be the predator, but I became the prey.
You have so much, like, the baby has so much maneuverability. Yeah. The granny's mad slow.
Yeah, but the moment she turns into a zombie,
bro, that's the funniest shit.
Oh my god, the tables are turned. It was so fucking scary.
And then I think, what do you have to do for that? You have to call the cops or some shit?
Yeah. I had to call the cops, and then I have to wait out until the cops get there, and then when the cops get there, you have to go to the cops. So, yeah, it becomes a whole thing. It was fun though. Fun experience.
Oh my god, bro, I seen that shit for the first time. Like, that was a while ago, months ago. I looked at it. I'm watching. I'm like, this can't be legit. This can't be real. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I think that's what gaming's evolved to now. It's just it doesn't even matter for the storyline. I think most people now play for the sake of playing with their friends. Mm-hmm. Take Fortnite for example. Like no one really played the actual version of Fortnite, which is like a horde zombie quest mode.
Right? I'm sorry, it was what?
The original pitch for that game, it's supposed to be like a zombie builder.
Are you serious?
Horde mode, yeah. But because PUBG was very popular at the time, the developers were like, "Oh, let's try to make this, a battle royale." Yeah. But that's the part that took off. So people actually forgot the original game that came with it. It's not bad. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the story mode still there?
Yeah, it's still there. It's not the main priority now because Epic Games made way more money on the free for all.
I'm surprised they haven't taken it out. Or they didn't.
Some people still play it.
Really?
It's an interesting game mode because you still have the building mechanics and the tier level system of Fortnite, but then you throw in hordes and like, oh, go to here, defend this, or go grab that, bring it back. Oh. It becomes like a quest style, right? So it's not just like an online PvP.
So the weapons are for killing the zombies.
Yeah. And then you work as a group of 4.
Oh shit! Yeah. That's sick.
Yeah.
Well, Fortnite's all multiplayer now, so...
Yeah, I never got into Fortnite. It was never my forte.
I got into it, but that shit is garbage. To me, it's garbage, at least. Because when you think about it, I'm on the island. I'm trying to go around kill people. Most of the time, I'm hiding, because I'm trash, and I know it.
As long as you know. As long as you know.
Shut up. So, I remember one time, I'm going around following this guy. He's never seen me. At all. Like, I was following him, at a good distance. Like, when I say, I was tailing him, legit, he didn't see me, but, it was, some, super spice type shit, right?
Yeah. So
I felt kind of nice.
Yeah.
So I had a purple weapon. I think it was, a machine gun or some shit. I forgot. Or auto rifle. Yeah, auto rifle. I remember he turned around and saw me, so I'm like, all right, let me just light him up with this shit. I'm telling you, I put in at least 4 shots into this guy. Why did he build a house?
Yeah. Why? That's what I was waiting for. Every time I remember when I got into Fortnite or when I tried playing it, the moment I saw a guy, I would shoot. Even if I shot him in the head, it, almost instantaneously, a castle, just built all the way to the sky. And I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? And I'm here what button do I press to make this wall again?
Turns out his fingers are moving that fast.
Yeah. I've seen some live stream players with not even what they're playing. It's their keyboard and mouse. The way they move is insane. I've never seen such dexterity in their fingers like that before. I've seen StarCraft players, but that's a little different. But in that game, that's insane. If you can build a castle in about in less than a second, you're almost winning your battles. But that's what I hated. It became just trying to see who runs out of material first versus skill. But I guess that's part of the skill.
It's fucked. Because when you see the people on Twitch and shit, they're fighting while building.
Yeah.
They're putting in a couple shots, then build build like a fucking 3-story house.
Yeah. What's even worse, or I guess scary, is that you'll have the Twitch streamers. They'll go into a lobby meant for like a party of 4, so they're going solo against a group of 4 people, and they can just outmaneuver and outwit them and outkill them.
See, that's not right. That's not right.
I know it's not right. It's not right. Like I prefer, if I was to pick a battle royale, I prefer PUBG. It's the more realistic side of it. Like I get it, it's buggy, but I just like that whole realism to it. But battle royale in general is just not my forte. It's not my cup of tea. Like I'll play it with friends, but I'm never gonna go out of my way for it. Right now I usually like playing Siege, just the whole tactical side of it. But that's a whole other conversation that I don't want to get into.
Siege is
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, there we go. Never played it ever. Never played any Rainbow Six.
Really?
That's Tom Clancy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I never played a Tom Clancy.
I love tactical.
Like shooters. I think I played like Splinter Cell. That's like way back. That's Tom Clancy, right? That's
also Tom Clancy. Yeah, that's probably what put. I probably can't say that's what put Tom Clancy on the map. That and probably like Vegas. Rainbow Six Vegas. Those are 2 great games. Oh, and Ghost Recon, technically.
Oh, you did Ghost Recon too?
Yeah. But Tom Clancy's a novel. Like, he's a writer that writes, like, military-style novels.
Oh, shit, I did not know.
It's not a... I don't think it's an author. I think it's just, like, under that. Like, if you read
that's
Tom
his
Clancy,
name for, like, his, like, theme.
Yeah. So, like, once you read Tom Clancy, you know it's going to be, like, military-related, right? So...
Okay. Back to experiences. Actually, back to Destiny. Because why the hell not? No, that game is full of experiences.
Yeah.
Mainly D1.
Mine was mainly D1. I didn't particularly enjoy D2.
That's a damn shame because it's pretty good right now.
Well, it's a damn shame that you have to pay almost $200 just to get the full experience.
Yeah, that's Activision.
Yeah. Well, that's Bungie too.
Well, they had no say.
I know.
Because it's under Activision, so they had to put... That's why the game was shit. I'm not even going to lie. That's why the game came out shit. Yeah, it's literally because like they had so many deadlines and they weren't ready.
Well, yeah, because they pushed out a game that was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, no. The problem was that the transition from 1 to 2, the original system that they had got fucked up for some reason, so they had to start over from scratch again.
Well, it started with Destiny 1 because they tried to make it both a platform from PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
It's not even that because. Yeah, I remember what happened in D1, the same shit, but this is literally the same shit happening again for D2.
That's the same shit with Activision and EA. They just ruin games.
Yeah, so that's why Destiny was garbage, but I really believe it's good.
They had a lot going for them, and it just became a crapshoot, and I'm really disappointed.
Yeah, like in the beginning, like you have to put out so much money, but like that's Activision again, because right now they don't even ask for that.
I know.
Which is... pretty clear that it's
I know they have microtransactions, but it's mainly for cosmetics, right? Like it's the silver.
Surprisingly enough, they should have ran with that because a lot of people be spending the money on that shit.
Yeah, which is fine. Like if people want to spend money on like emotes and cosmetic stuff, that's great. But like when it becomes, like, oh, you don't have this DLC, sorry, you can't get like the latest and greatest weapon from us, right?
I mean, that's fine though. That's fine. Like there's a lot of things that they give out for free,
but that's almost pay to win, don't you think?
Debatable. It's very debatable.
Yeah, like given it depends on what the gun or the gear is, but for the most part, most people would argue that it's pay to win.
Because I understand that because for Outbreak, when they bring it back, they had a quest for it.
Yeah.
And they had the quest was like literally attached to a mission, like if you remember Black Spindle.
No. Oh, the sniper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, from where you have to go into the side, like it's like a side quest.
Yeah.
You have to go through the door and then a mission starts. And there's a timer.
Yeah.
Same shit for Outbreak that they put in. They call it 0 hour. Turns out that whole mission, everything that was structured behind it, that was paid from microtransactions.
God damn.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And they tried to do that again, but it didn't work.
Yeah. See.
Because when they're looking for it, they're not gonna get it. But when they weren't looking for it, that's what they got.
Yeah.
And then they made a mission. So I think it's very debatable because like they made that money or they made that mission from the money that they got from microtransactions.
Fair.
Which means people are putting money into it. So I really think like that topic, it does make sense. It is pay to win, but it's very debatable because like if they make the money from microtransactions from the past, what's saying that they can't make it in the future?
No, that's fair.
Yeah, so that's why I think it's like it's a yes and no.
Yeah, I mean for Siege, like right now, you technically just buy the game, like the base game, and you could grind your way to getting all the operators and all the new maps and any new content is free, right? Technically, the operator is free as well. Now they just have microtransactions for like cosmetic items, and then if you want to speed up the process of buying operators, you can do that. You can buy the buyable currency or the in-game currency to buy said operators, but you don't have to. It's a bit of a grind, but you don't have to, right?
No, I get it, but the microtransactions is an interesting part. Me personally, I never put money into that shit. Because I don't want to. Like, I already buy the game.
It depends on what it is, right? Like, I play and I enjoy Siege enough where I don't mind supporting Ubisoft and the game itself because I thoroughly enjoy it, right? It's not one of those, like, I just picked it up, I love this game, I spent like $100 on microtransactions and I'm done. Like, this is a game I've played since it released back in PlayStation 4, and I've jumped from PlayStation 4 to PC, so I've technically bought the game twice already. It's a beautiful game and I love it. I really do. I just don't like the community, how toxic they are. I mean, but that's most gaming communities.
Like Destiny's probably the worst one.
Yeah, and I also miss the randomized play styles. Before it was like, because it was relatively new, people would play in different ways. That was like, you would never play the round exactly the same. But now, if you're not playing the meta, you're almost gonna lose. Which is I hate. So it's
that's a thing now, though, for every game.
Yeah, I know, and it's like, kind of annoying.
It's annoying, yes, but it makes sense to have a meta
eventually.
Because it, like, when you think about it, like, if you put in the meta, that gets people to play the content that you put out.
Yeah. So
like, say like for example, for like the next Halo, there's a new weapon. Well, no, Halo's a bad example. Destiny, hand cannons come back in the new DLC. Like, hand cannons are good again.
Thorn.
That's one of them.
Is it? There was another one. There was like a really fast revolver.
Last Word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like those two, Last Word, Thorn, Hawk Moon.
So D1.
Well, there's more now. So there's Lumina, Malfeasance.
Yeah, you're losing me. I don't do this. I don't do that.
Yeah, hey, you gotta play.
Nah.
But yeah, there's a meta. So like, you have a new DLC. There's new hand cannons now. Or like you have to forge them or whatever. That gets people to play the content so they can join the meta. So I'm for the meta personally because like, as long as people are playing, like, there's more opportunities for like to get people to do like to help you with other shit. It all depends on how you play the game, literally, like mentally and physically. But I do like metas. If there's no meta, then it kind of sucks. Cause like, if every weapon is good, like, a lot of people would quit. Because, like, for example, you got, like, a fusion rifle that's, like, that can tank people.
Yeah, but if every weapon was shit, everyone would be the same.
Well, it's mostly skill at that point.
Yeah, it's like, isn't it annoying when, especially in Destiny, where, like, you're almost guaranteed that someone's going to carry at least one exotic, and then the next best thing is something purple. But it's almost never going to be a blue or green gun. Almost never.
I'm fine with that.
Doesn't that bother you? Because there's no point of having those lower tiered guns. Well, it's just a filler.
When you think about it, it is a filler, yes, for like the early game for leveling up.
Yeah.
So like when you first start, you get green shit and all this, like green and blue gear. I'm fine with it because there's a lot more purple gear out there.
Yeah.
That can suffice.
It's like Borderlands. Like, my problem with Borderlands is like,
I've never played that before.
You're missing out. It's a great game. My problem with Borderlands, especially Borderlands 3, like, you get the exotics so quickly and so often that you're almost never going to stick to a purple or blue or green or even a white gun. Like, even like your first playthrough, you're almost going to get a purple or exotic right away.
That's kind of sad.
I know. So it negates their whole point before. Was like, oh, we have like a bazillion or quadrillion whatever guns.
Isn't there like a Borderlands 4?
It's technically the fourth Borderlands game, but it's
the newest one, right?
Borderlands 3, but it's the fourth game because there's 1, 2, pre-sequel, and then 3.
Okay. Because I remember it was probably 3. I remember I was watching like the trailer for it. I'm like, all right, this is Destiny. Like, even though Borderlands came out first.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. Then it says like there's 1 million new guns. And I'm sitting there. I'm like, there is no.
There reason. Is actually because of the slight variances in each gun. They technically have the record and the claim that they actually have like a quadrillion.
Okay, but a lot of them are a little ridiculous if you don't think.
Yeah, like... some of them like make no sense, right? Like there's a gun where like instead of reloading it, you throw it on the ground, it becomes this little robot that just shoots whatever.
Yeah, why?
It's Borderlands. It doesn't take itself too seriously. That's actually almost never does.
Yeah, so that's, and it doesn't last long. There's no end game.
There's no. The end game is pretty much you go through your first playthrough, you do your second playthrough, and then every DLC the cap gets higher and higher. Now they have Vault Hunter mode. What's it called? Chaos or Mayhem mode. Sorry, where each Mayhem mode gets harder and harder, and there's more like modifiers that make it more difficult, or it benefits you. Mm-hmm. And I think there's up to 10, but after that, no. There's not. It's not like raids and quests and stuff like that. Other than the actual
they
DLC
should have
itself.
That. That'd be dope.
It's not a PvP game though. It's a PvE. So they can only add so much and make the game so long before it just gets.
Not even one raid.
I mean, no. There's not really much raids. I guess you can consider like a mission a raid, where like you go through the mission, you do small bosses, and then there's a big boss at the end. But that's usually tied into the story. So I can't really say it's a raid. Right, raids usually consist of multiple steps, and like there's one big bad guy at the end. Which is why
it's my favorite. That's
don't get me wrong. Like Destiny, in terms of that, like that was my most heartbroken, but like favorite part of Destiny is, other than the PvP, is the raids. Like just trying to figure it out, trying to beat it, trying to like do all these different tactics. And
I have to ask,
what's up?
Out of the 3 that you played, which one's the best one?
So there was Vault of Glass. There was
Crota's End.
Remind me of Crota's End again.
Sword to kill the boss.
It was like the big guy, right?
Yeah, the green guy.
There was another one.
King's Fall.
Which remind me of that one again?
That's Oryx. You literally go in and kill Oryx, and he's like super tall and huge. Like he's literally the biggest boss. I think
Vault of Glass. I want to say Vault of Glass. I don't consider Skolas a raid, because that's like horde mode boss. Yeah, no. And then he's just a sponge. Yeah. I don't remember any D2 raids, so I'd like to say Vault of Glass because of that experience of.
That's why I say that only the 3 that you played.
Yeah, so definitely Vault of Glass. That whole experience from the beginning was just amazing. Like where you fall in, is that the Vault of Glass where you fall in and then you're in like the hive cave?
No, that's Crota's End, bro.
That's Crota's End.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like I'm getting them mixed up. I haven't played that in a while, but. Actually, all the D1 raids were good. Experiencing it for the first time, and then obviously you go back, you know little tips and tricks, and now you're better equipped, and it becomes easier and easier. So that was fun, and I actually didn't mind the community of Destiny. They were relatively helpful and nice, except for the toxic PvP players.
There's always going to be the toxic people, but Destiny always there's always nice people. Yeah. Like there's legitimate people out there that just want to help.
Yeah,
that's why I like that.
It's not like that in Siege. Siege is very toxic and very competitive, which I get. It's a competitive shooter, right? It's esports for crying out loud. So it makes sense that you're gonna have toxic people playing.
Actually, that's why I still play Destiny, because the community is actually good. Like, I'm in a clan right now. I'm like what, like a vice leader, okay, or some shit like that. Like I can invite people and shit to the clan. Mm-hmm. I'm on the Facebook groups where like people post like tips and shit, almost like Reddit for like Destiny, but like on Facebook. It's like easier for me. Yeah. All kinds of people. Like the other day, like some dude, like he always needed help for trials. He's always posting videos and shit like, yo, you guys gotta help me out and shit.
So that's cool. That's cool.
Turns out he died.
Oh. In real life?
Yeah, legit. Oh. Legit, he legit died, apparently.
How did you guys come to that conclusion?
His wife put out an article for him, so it was actually like she had the proof and everything, like he's gone. Yeah. And then you see everybody on Facebook, like there's like at least like 300 likes on that one post. Yeah. Everybody putting their condolences and shit. That's cool. Because they always see him every like weekend.
That's dope.
He's trying to get help to go to the lighthouse. He's got the help to go to the lighthouse.
Osiris?
Yeah, Charles Osiris.
Yeah, that's
dope. They bring him back, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, so like that's why I like the community. The community's legit.
That's cool. That community's pretty cool. Yeah, I like hearing stories about that where like they come together, they help the guy, and then I like stories like that.
It got to the point where the wife gave the account to people that he played with, like she checked the history and everything of people that he talked to often. gave the account and they bring him flawless one last time.
That's cool.
I'm sitting there like, yo, should I pass on?
That's cool. That's
it's a good story. Sick. Like, it's amazing. Like, that's why I still play the game. Like, there's people out there. It's just like, you guys are good people.
That's good. Yeah.
And you don't get that from a lot of games. Like,
no, it's far and few in between.
Exactly. Like, that's why, like, the Destiny community, as crazy as it is, like, yo, those dudes care. Like, they're trying to deliver for the game, and like with the new DLC that they're bringing out, like, yo, I think they're putting in major work.
Yeah,
major.
It'd be cool if they put in a little Easter egg for that guy.
I
don't know how big that story is in the Destiny community.
It's probably, honestly, it's not even that big, because like really? They put it out on, like, the thing is, like, the community it tripled in size.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like, what it was before in D1.
Yeah,
it's pretty much tripled. There's so much more people now.
Yeah, so it has to get word out, especially to
the word definitely got out. Like, one of the devs sent their condolences, but like, I honestly don't think it's gonna go that far to be like a little tribute in the game.
No, I mean, it'll be something super, super tiny, right? Like maybe at the Trials of Osiris, when you go to that shrine, maybe there's like a really tiny little totem.
Hey, you never know.
You never know. You never know. But I like it when games do that, when they pay like homage or.
And that's not even the first time Destiny's done shit. They always do shit like that.
Yeah, they always do shit like that. So.
Like, for the dude that wanted to propose to his wife in the game, they gave him a proposal emote, exclusive for him only. Yeah. And then like he proposed to her in the game. Which is like it's like
a bit lame.
It's mad. Cool. It's mad lame, but like the thought is there.
Yeah,
it was cute. D1 anyway, so it's like they're still learning.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah,
it's not your traditional proposal.
It's really not.
Yeah,
it's really not.
Most people would probably look at you funny if you said that, but like that, for the people who understand gaming and how gaming works.
That's why gaming topics. Like, there's even ones for like a dude had brain cancer, but he was still playing Destiny. And then, like, the devs got word, and then, like, they really got into it. Then he passed on.
I think I heard that story.
Yeah, and then, like, he got a free, like, exotic, specifically made for him, framed off the stranger's rifle. Mm-hmm. So it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
Like, they do that shit. Like, I like that shit. That's why I still play, because, like, it's good community.
Yeah, I remember I had, like, a community similar like that where it was SOCOM, third-person tactical game. I love that game.
Okay.
Had clans, like became leader clans, did clan battles, and like that was so fun. Like it'd be like, okay, 4:00, Friday night, everyone get on. We're gonna face XX clan or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was just fun. It was like you do best of 3. They pick your map, you pick their map, and then best of 3 rounds. I miss those days, and I was only like, I don't know, like 12 to 14 years old.
Oh, if we're talking games like that, I can go continue.
Yeah, but I miss games like that. Now it's like I almost never have that experience. But given I have different goals, and desires of what to do with my time, so I almost never dedicate myself to games. But back then, when I was a really avid gamer, oh my god, like I'd spend 8 hours a day just playing like SOCOM and that was like my boys. Like those are the go-to guys, right? Like. We know everything about each other's lives. Mm-hmm. And these are like random dudes from the States. Like I've never met them in person.
It's fucking sick.
One was in California, but he's an army brat. The other one is I think he owns like a shop. I forgot where. And another one's super quiet, but he's super cool. Mm-hmm. None of us know him. He's like he's like that mysterious kid in the group or mysterious guy in the group. But everyone's cool with him. He's cool with everyone, but you just don't almost know nothing about him. Mm-hmm. And I even played with my dad, right? Like, no, I'm serious. Like,
no, that's sick.
Yeah, he was part of the clan. Like, we used to play games together. So I remember when I was a bit younger, everything I had, it was doubled because of my dad, right?
That's sick.
2 RCs, 2 PSP. Every game on the PSP was almost doubled. PlayStation 2's doubled. PlayStation 3 doubled. PlayStation 4 I've almost bought by myself, but still. Right, there came a certain point where we kind of just parted ways, but I like those are my fond memories with my dad.
The experience is everything, but when you said 12, 13, bruh.
No, like going back to SOCOM, I remember my family, like it was me, my dad, my cousin, his dad, my other cousin, and his mom. Mm-hmm. Mom. And then
we're playing?
two more cousins all playing. We were all one clan. We were all playing.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
that's so a different vibe.
So like it was on our PSP, right? So like if one person dies, obviously you can't communicate anymore. But like because we were all in the same room, you'd be like, oh, he's over here, like just look over there, right? Or just he would like you, like if we were sitting across each other. Let's say I die and you're the last one alive. I'm gonna tell you exactly where it is because I can just come over to the table on the other side of the table and tell you, okay, if you go here and you point your gun like to the right, like a little bit up, you'll know exactly where it is.
That means you almost never fail.
Exactly, but it was cool because we're different age groups and yet we're all playing the same game. We're all bonding because of that game. And
I've never even heard of that before.
No, I'm pretty sure like that stuff out there, but like it's probably very rare occurrence that like
rare. That shit doesn't exist.
Well, not my family anymore. But yeah, like that was gaming for me, and I think that's where I really associate gaming with like wholeness and like just having that experience with other people. That's why I almost never enjoy single player games anymore. As much as I'm excited for Cyberpunk 2077, I'm super excited for that. I know it'll never be as good of an experience as if I'm playing with my buddies. I know that.
Of course not.
Anyway, sorry, you had a story.
Bruh. 12 and 13. I was on the computer. There was 2 games that I played on a computer. And if people knew me from high school, they knew the games. Like, the first one was RuneScape, of course. Everybody was on RuneScape.
Yeah.
Like, you can't lie about it. Everybody was on RuneScape. I remember leveling up, doing all the little quests, the free mission quests. Yeah. Because I was not paying.
Yeah.
I heard there's ways to like get it for free, membership for free now, whatever. Still not going back, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Remember playing. I think I got to like level like 63. Got all the quests done. I was like, I give up on this game. I quit. I remember in middle school. Well, my high school was a middle school and high school at the same time. It was like 7 to 12.
Yeah.
I had some friends. They're like, "Yo, are you playing that new game that we just found on this website?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, I'm playing RuneScape." They're like, "Yo, quit that shit. Don't play RuneScape no more." It's like, "Yo, okay, bro, what game you guys are playing?" "Yo, reach my house. We'll go show you the game after." So I reached the dude's house. There's like at least 4 of us in the dude's house, like down the street. Bro, they got to the computer. Immediately, everyone dropped their shoes. They didn't even eat food. Didn't drink shit. Everyone went and washed their hands.
Of course, everyone's excited.
Just went straight to the computer and like loaded up the game. Guess what game it was?
Halo?
No.
World of Warcraft?
No.
Shit. I don't know. Oh wait. Counter-Strike?
No.
No, I don't know.
Fucking MapleStory. Fucking MapleStory.
Yeah, see, I've never gotten to those games. Like, I tried RuneScape. No one told me about it. I think I heard it from a friend of mine back then, and I never got into it. It was too complicated, and I just wanted to, like, have fun. Like, to me, that wasn't fun. MapleStory was another one. God, I remember I had an ex-girlfriend who tried to make me play MapleStory, and that didn't go out so well. I mean, given we only dated for like 2 or 3 weeks, so yeah, it wasn't gonna last long regardless. Yeah, no, not my cup of tea. But I like RuneScape. I can see, but I don't see you as a MapleStory kind of guy.
Like I said, the people that knew me from high school knew that I played that game.
Okay.
I played for a long time.
Okay. I remember like website games like that. I don't know if you know. Was it called Dragon Quest?
Oh, that shit was garbage.
Okay, yeah. See, I played games like that. I remember playing Millsbury, Club Penguin, Habbo Hotel.
Oh Lord, Club Penguin.
I was like, okay, that was like way before.
Bro, you log in and get banned.
You're like FUK, banned. Shit. Another account. Fuck. Habbo Hotel was the same thing. I remember like all the creeps on that thing. Like I remember one of my buddies.
That shit was terrible.
One of my buddies was a girl, and he tried to become like a hooker to get like the free like Habbo coins.
Oh my god.
And like yeah, that was fun. And like you would go into these rooms, I would like I guess I would move you because like they had the little conveyor belts on the floor.
Okay.
And if you weren't a member, you would almost like you would go around the room and get booted out. Yeah, you would go around the room and get booted out. Because if you were a member, you can go to like the actual access part of the room or like shop.
Bruh, I remember that.
It was different times back then.
I remember that shit on fucking Miniclip Club, bruh.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on Miniclip.
Ooh, Miniclips was the shit.
Oh my god, Miniclip.
Newgrounds.
No, that's a dangerous one.
Newgrounds was the best. There was another one. It starts with a P.
I don't remember.
You know which one I'm talking about, right? It was like it started with a P and it was like red and white. It was like the alternative to Newgrounds.
I honestly don't remember. I know Mo Fun Zone.
Yeah.
Mo Fun Zone was dope. But dude, I actually got addicted to MapleStory.
Really?
I actually got addicted.
I would have never figured you.
Nobody would figure me, bro.
Games I could see, but not MapleStory.
Yo, like when I was playing MapleStory, it was like back when they only had 4 classes. Like the warrior, archer, mage, and thief.
Yeah.
I remember playing those 4. Like this was before they bring in the pirates when I started playing.
Yeah.
I was addicted as fuck, yo. Yo, like it got bad. Yeah. like it got to a point like I be having dreams and shit, getting to level 200, beating the game.
Not bad, eh?
Bro, like I got mad addicted to the game. Like the game was good. Like mainly because like again like the experience part about it. Like okay, like doing the quests is shit and boring.
Yeah.
But when you do the party quests, where you have to go in like 4 people, and yet like for example like Kerning City PQ.
Yeah. Different time back then.
That shit was different. And on top of that, like half the time, like I'll be with my friends, like they'll be like down the street.
Yeah.
And we talking all kinds of shit. And we funny. And then like sometimes like when there's 3 of us and there's an extra dude, he'd be like, the fuck? And we start roasting him. It'd be funny. Like I don't know, like it's just the experience. Like people that play the game understand like the experience from that game is just it's different.
Yeah.
It's absolutely different because that was tied into like growing up, literally. That shit was mad dope. Like I remember just like being outside the freaking party quest because like at the time every channel only sent in 1 person or 1 group, so you have to fight to get in with other people that are like across the world basically. So like if you're in channel 1, you have to find your group, then you have to go like go to channel 17. You go to channel 17, yo, they're on the state. They have like a track.
Yeah. You'll
track the person that's inside. You're like, yo, they're on the second last encounter. Yo, they're on the last encounter. Yo, they're getting out. Yo, rush. Trying to get in, bro. That shit, that whole moment just like rushing. Like, yo, because the leader has to click and get in. Because as soon as they come out, there's a little like cooldown time. Mm-hmm. And then like the leader will click to get in. But sometimes if the leader's trash, the team that came out will go back in. Because their leader's better at clicking.
Yeah.
So at one point, I got an auto clicker. Yo, I never missed. I never missed.
I mean, hey, if that's what you were into at the time, right? Like to you as a kid, it was worth the investment.
Yo, it was like, and at that time, the game was hard to level up. It took forever to level up.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, like if you play now, like you get to 102 seconds. Like if you play before, you get to 30 in like a couple days.
Yeah.
Like I remember getting to like, what was it? I finish at the regular island, and then like people are like, yo, where do I go to level up? I'm 30, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta go to the next island over. Literally, like, it's like, whoa, there's another one. And then like it opened my eyes, so I go to the next island. There's people that are high level and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? And then like I found out like, yo, I can't even get into the new party quest. It has to be level 35, so I have to go train. The fact that I said train, bro, like I haven't said train in a minute. I have to go train, get myself to level 35, so I go kill teddy bears and shit.
That's it. When you said train, the immediately pop up for me was Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
Right when did you play Call of Duty Zombies? Right.
Yeah, before.
Like I remember the experience with that was insane. But anyway, sorry, I'm gonna let you finish.
No, go ahead. If my friends listen to this, they know I'm geeking out right now. Like,
no, that's okay.
I'm mad.
I can tell by your facial expression that you're just like reminiscing, which is fine, right? Like that's what games bring us. It's like another art form, right? Like books or movies, or TV shows. But the good thing about games is like it's more than just a regular experience. It's you going through it because you're the one controlling everything, right? But yeah, no, Zombies experience. Even now, like I'm still addicted to Zombies, and I love playing it, even if it's just by myself or with a buddy, especially with a buddy. But yeah, no, I think games for me, it won't be the same addiction as it once was, because I remember I gave up video games. I think first or second year of college. I want to say first year of college, because it took me down a dark path where all I could do was play video games, and I was so addicted, and I didn't want to do anything else how I managed to have friends and have girlfriends is beyond me. While all I wanted to do was
time management. After
school or after work, I would just go play video games. Like my last addiction was Rainbow Six Siege. I remember it was like so calm. I would play almost 8-9 hours playing Siege, and oh my god. But I gave that up cold turkey for the sake of my sanity and for my betterment for the future. But I've come back to it more, I guess, more mature, so I can like okay, I'll play for an hour and then that's it, or I'll do my stuff first, then I'll play. But God, I remember like that was the biggest punishment for me. If I ever misbehaved or anything went wrong in my grades, it was taking away my PlayStation or my PSP, and God forbid I wouldn't know what to fucking do. It's like now when you take away like someone's phone, they just freeze up. They don't know what to do. They're like, like they don't even know how to communicate. Like they don't. I remember trying to have conversations with like people. I think they're like 20, 21. So just a few years younger than me. They can't even hold a conversation face to face. Like you and I. Like I'm looking you in the eye. You're looking me in the eye. We're having a conversation. No, they're just on their phone, head down. I'm talking to their phone. I'm like, that shit. And what I hate is like when they're my friends. I'm like, I didn't invite you to go out to dinner with me so I can talk to your forehead. Right, and they're just like and scrolling on their phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
They're on Instagram the whole time.
Yeah, and I'm like, dude.
Because you know what? It's like I've seen that shit when I'm out with friends, and there's like a big group of us. And you see two people at a table. Like, yo, is that a date? Like they're both like a guy and a girl on their phone.
Yeah, they're just on their phone.
Yeah, that's just wild.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like even me and Mandy, there's moments where, but I didn't consider it a date. Where we're like outside at a dinner, but we're both on our phones. That's usually like a lull time for us. We're just making sure like, it's like usually we just finish work, so we're just catching up on emails and we're letting our parents know or siblings where we are. But usually when the food comes, almost immediately the phone drops, unless it's like a notification that's like,
what food does.
Yeah,
but then again, you pick up the phone again to take a picture of the food.
Oh my god, the amount of times. Well, don't touch it yet. I'm waiting for the rest of the drinks or the food to come. It's like, no, I didn't come out to dinner and pay almost $100 for you to take a damn picture and show God knows who follows you. And they're like, oh, you're so creative. Oh, where is that? Oh, it's like, no, just it's an experience. That's why I will almost never have my phone out when I'm with other people. Because of that, and it bothers me. It bothers me. I sound like an old person. I sound like a boomer or whatever they call it.
No, it's facts.
But like you and I are different from the rest of them.
Yeah.
Right? Like my sister, you take away her phone, she wouldn't know what to do with herself. Like the moment you take it away, she's like, "Oh, give it back." Oh my god! Like I keep telling everyone to watch The Social Dilemma, so hopefully it'll open up their eyes. It didn't provide much insight for me because I already knew all that stuff, and going into it, I told myself like, oh, I'm not one of those people because I know I'm not one of those people. But other people are going to go into it saying the same thing without realizing they are those people who are constantly addicted to their phone. Like it's an addiction. Like they if there's a black screen, like their phone's there, right? They're paying attention in class or whatever. And then there's just a screen. They're constantly looking at it, waiting for a notification, waiting for something, waiting for a reason to pick it up. If there's no reason, they'll pick it up anyway. Go on Instagram, go on Twitter, go on Snapchat, go on Facebook. Go on Kijiji.
Instagram's like the worst one.
Instagram's the worst one. Like I've actually tracked
the worst one.
I've actually tracked my stuff, and I'm on it. It's the app that I'm on it the most. And recalling back to it, I'm just on the Discover page, and it's nothing. In
that's all people are. They're just scrolling, looking at shit.
Yeah. So like my feed is already curated. I follow almost nobody except for the people I constantly have communication with.
Yeah.
And accounts that are related to me. So interior designer, minimalist, cars, stuff like that. But again, it's very curated, so it's not even a lot of cars and interior designers, stuff like that. It's just the accounts that I like. And usually what I do is like I'll follow it for a bit, and if I don't like it anymore, I'll unfollow. But even then, I do catch myself on the Discover page for far too long than I should be. But yeah, going back to the topic of people not knowing how to put down their phones, especially in front of a dinner table or when they're just having a discussion. That bothers me. I'm like, don't ask me out if all I'm gonna do is look at your forehead or you're just constantly on your phone. I remember I had a buddy. We used to go out all the time, like random nights. We'd go to Tim Hortons across the street because we lived near each other, and we just talk about random shit, kind of like what we're doing now. But he was always on his phone, and this is a guy that doesn't have a girlfriend, so I know he's not talking to a girl. He's just playing what's that card game? Hearthstone.
Huh?
Hearthstone.
That nerdy shit.
Yeah, you're gonna offend a lot of people with that statement. But that's fine.
I'm sorry, Yu-Gi-Oh, bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever. Yeah, I just like crucified them.
No, that was. I was like, dude,
no.
Why did you even ask me to come out?
No, it's a card game.
It's like, oh, I thought like, I could use the company. Like, you could use the company when you're playing with somebody else across the world on a card game. I'm like, I'm right in front of you, but whatever. I guess it is what it is.
No, like at least play like Subway Surfer. Like, what the fuck?
But like, why are you playing on your phone when you're with somebody else? If you're by yourself, you're waiting for a bus, you're on the bus, whatever, fine. By all means, do whatever the fuck you want on your phone. But like, if the whole intent was to be with someone and have an experience with someone, be with that person. Actually be with them, not physically, but like, mentally, be in the moment. And I think, and even concerts, like all you see at concert nowadays is everyone holding up their phone trying to record it. I'm like, why don't you just enjoy it for what it is?
Honestly, I get it, having your phone at the concert, because like, at the end of the day, it's a flex. Like, I'm here, you're not. So just watch. No matter how people sugarcoat it, at the end of the day, when you sit down and think about it, it's a whole flex.
I think that's another aspect of it. It's people just trying to show off. They're trying to live up to the standards that they see on social media. So they're trying to record the best moments and cater it and put filters and whatever on it to show that they're also capable of that lifestyle. When in reality, they live a very sad life because of it. Like they're sacrificing so much experiences and opportunities because they're trying to, show people things that they can't truly afford or truly experience. Right?
Honestly, when it comes to that, you might be flexing all the time, but I just wait for that one day where you don't have any stories, because that's how you know that's who they really are.
No, I love it when people try to flex stuff that I know they either can't afford or is not real. Right? Like,
no, I don't have people like that.
I know people like that. I'm glad I don't consider them friends, but I know people like that who are every paycheck just constantly buying you things, or their parents are rich, so any money they do have is just for them to enjoy, and then they flaunt it as like, look at me working hard. I'm like, no, not really. Like, you have no expenses, and any money you do make is on you. Anyway, that's a different topic. Back to gaming, because I'm just gonna go on a very big tangent.
No, that's cool. Experiences. Dude, all I'm saying is that, all right, actually, question, have you been through a full game trilogy?
Does it have to be a trilogy or like a series?
A series, whatever.
What do you mean by full?
Like from like the first game to like whatever game.
Do you have one? Okay, say yours, because I'm trying to think of mine.
Halo.
That's something I'm working on.
Halo 1 to 3. The greatest experience ever.
ODST.
3 only. 3 only. What, have you been through all 3 of them?
To answer your question, no. I've played bits and pieces in the past, but I've never sat down and played in continuity, right? Like, I've never beaten Halo 1 and then Halo 2 and then Halo 3. Like, right now, I bought the Master Chief Collection with that purpose, but I can't get through it. It's not, the story alone isn't gripping enough, and I think it's because Reach is the first game that they released.
Did you start at Reach?
No, I started
with 1.
With 2.
With 2?
But I never had an Xbox.
Oh, start at 1.
I never had an Xbox.
But still.
So it was my uncle who had it. So I only, whenever I went over his house, I would just play whatever Halo he had. I think at the time he had Halo 2. So I was like, okay.
Oh, that hurts.
But I never got into it. It wasn't a game where like, oh my god, I'm gonna get an Xbox to play Halo. Like, I like Halo what it is, but it was never my thing. I've never owned an Xbox in my life. Ever.
No, I get that, but all I have to say is that I went through the same shit. I played 2 first, but thank God I'm forgetful, because I forgot all of 2. So when I saw the first time I played Halo 1 was on PC.
Yeah,
I got the disc, everything.
Yeah,
installed it, everything, played it, went through the whole game. Bro, that shit had me on my toes, bro. That shit had me on my toes. Cause like I don't know if you got to the part in the game where the flood comes in.
Yeah.
Bro, in Halo 1, I'm not trying to like spoil it or whatever.
No, go ahead. I'm pretty sure I've seen the whole campaign of 1.
Okay, so like when there's this one point where level called 343 Spark, Guilty Spark. So you have to go what? You have to go like get the captain. He went to go find a super weapon. He didn't know the super weapon was a literal race of zombies. So he opens the bunker, releases them. Yeah, from that point on, like when you first fight the flood, that shit's a nightmare, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's a scary feeling.
That shit is a nightmare. And then like when you fight them, they come with their own theme music. And their theme music is scary as shit.
Of course.
Like, so like when you play in the game, it's like, yo, I don't know where to go because the whole area that you're in is literally a maze.
Yeah.
And then like,
is it the one where you're in the dark corridors?
I think that's the library.
Is it? I hate the library.
The library, no, that is the worst level.
I know.
Ever.
I know.
Playing that on like the hardest difficulty,
legendary,
will give you nightmares.
I know.
It actually will, cause like the one gun that gives you hope, the shotgun, that shit almost never fucking shows up in legendary, nope. Or you get no rounds, nope. So you're holding it and you don't have any like rounds in it.
No, so you're just holding it for when that one big brute comes along.
Yeah.
I can't think of a trilogy that I've beaten from beginning to. I want to say like Need for Speed.
Okay.
It has to be the very first game.
Yeah. Like you have to like you're introduced to it.
No, I didn't play the very first Need for Speed game. I got into Need for Speed when it was the first Underground. It went from Underground 2, and I think then Most Wanted.
Okay. Because Need for Speed goes way back. That's the thing. That's the only problem with Need for Speed, because Need for Speed goes back to like the early 2000s.
Yeah, it was like a top-down racer. SOCOM technically.
Okay.
I played that from past the trilogy. So 1, 2, 3 to 4 to Confrontation to PSP games.
Okay, then that's a legit one. That's a legit one then.
That's a legit one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, Revelation. 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations 3.
I didn't know there were so many between 2 and 3. Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah, because like 2 was like Ezio, and then there was like that whole.
So
would
that be your favorite?
That's probably my favorite. Creed? Yeah.
Okay, that's
the
fair,
Ezio collection. I think that's most people's favorite. I think after that would probably be. I want to say Black Flag is another one that everyone loves because it's that whole
the pirate one.
The pirate one.
Yeah.
I didn't play it. I stopped. Like playing Assassin's Creed 3 turned me off from Assassin's Creed. I'm like, this is so bad, and I'm like, I'm not interested.
Bro, I started at Unity.
I'm so sorry. I know it's a good game now, but back then it was
so shit.
It was so bad.
Bro, like shit was so buggy.
The latest Assassin's Creed that I have is the latest one that came out is Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great game. It's a beautiful game. It's just too big for its own good.
The one in Egypt.
No, the one set in Greece. The one in Egypt is Origins.
Okay.
So that made a whole new formula, which is great, and then they made it even better in Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with Odyssey is like I currently have 60 hours played on that game, and I'm only halfway done the main storyline. Because there's so much side stuff to do that you just get sidetracked. And what I hate is, I used to like it at first. It was the sailing, but eventually it got repetitive and tedious. And what I hate the most is that your crew sings throughout the entire journey. So at first you're like, oh, this is great. Like you're singing along, you're battling other ships. But then if you're just trying to get from one island to the other without fast traveling, because especially if you're exploring that island for the first time, it's a far distance, and they're traveling not in real time, but
the closest to real time. It's the
closest to real time in game.
Yeah.
And your whole crew is just singing the same damn song for like 5 to 15 minutes straight, and I'm like, there's no way to turn it off. There's no way to turn it off.
Mute your TV and play music.
No. It's like I dread going back to that game because it's too much.
Would you play the new one? Was it called Valhalla?
Valhalla, yeah. I heard that they did a lot of tweaks. That one looks really good. I have no intention of buying it on release.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably wait for a couple of months, and then when it's like half off, then I'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of another game that's I played for the trilogy of it. Crash Bandicoot I've played.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I have to throw this in. Crash Bandicoot is better than Spyro.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
Because to me, the end all be all of platformers is Crash. I get there's Mario. I don't.
Compared to Crash, Mario shit.
Yeah, Mario shit.
Mario is shit.
Okay, you've pissed off another.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Crash is ahead of its time. It's beautiful. I like the storyline. Spyro, I'm like, why am I playing this purple fucking dinosaur? I'm like, I didn't buy a game to play fucking Barney. No.
Why do you see it like that?
I don't know. It's okay. Here's another one that's gonna annoy you. Oh, Ratchet and Clank, another game I've played through. I want to say at least a trilogy. I don't think I've played like the PlayStation 3 games. Definitely not the PlayStation 4 games, but the original like PS2 ones. Deadlock I think was my favorite. The one where you're in prison and then you have the two robots as your sidekicks. My favorite one. I'm pretty sure this is gonna piss you off. Ratchet and Clank over Jak and Daxter, any day of the week. Period.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one because I like Jak and Dax. I never had a PS2, so I didn't really play. I played the demos though. So I'm cool with that.
See, like to me, it was all PlayStation games because that's what I had. Right, it was PlayStation. So most people like the other games that I mentioned because they had the other consoles, because those came with those games. While PlayStation had both, but obviously I was gonna go for the PlayStation exclusive.
I only say Jak and Dax is better because I played the Dax game.
Yeah.
The one on the PSP.
Yeah.
And I beat that shit like 100%. So like that's the only reason why I say it, because like I like the adventure behind Jak and Dax.
Yeah.
But I remember playing Ratchet and Clank at my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
On their PS2, and I'm like, yo, this game kind of dope. But I can't really say because I never played both of them fully, and I never played literally never played a full game before.
Okay, I will admit I've never played a full game of Jak and Daxter to its entirety, but I've played enough of each game where I still prefer Ratchet and Clank. Plus, I just like the whole atmosphere and the storyline of Ratchet and Clank, where it's like the whole futuristic space adventure versus like the outer wilds kind of setting.
All I have to say is that you're out of your fucking mind thinking Crash Bandicoot's better than Spyro.
Crash Bandicoot over Spyro.
No! There's no way! Bro, the adventure behind Spyro is stupid as a kid.
You see how there's no new Spyro game now?
That's fine.
But you know how there's a new Crash Bandicoot game?
Keep in mind, they released Spyro games, like, they kept going. They never stopped. Crash stopped.
Crash did stop.
That.
Because Naughty Dog...
Spyro went on for how long? It went all the way up to, like, PS3.
Okay, but Naughty Dog made Uncharted.
So?
And then they made The Last of Us. Both critically acclaimed games.
So?
Who made Spyro?
It's a good question.
Because Naughty Dog knows when to stop.
Who made Spyro?
Naughty Dog knows how to make good games.
Insomniac. Is that how you say?
Insomniac?
Yeah.
They made Ratchet and Clank.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I wonder where that came from, huh?
I still like Ratchet and Clank over Jak and Daxter.
But it makes sense though. It makes sense though, because when you think about it, I remember Ratchet and Clank, you have to collect like screws and bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
No, same shit.
No, it's not the same shit.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You don't use screws on a robot.
Same shit.
No, you don't.
Yes, it is.
No.
Shut up. Anyway, same concept. Spyro is gems.
Yeah.
So like, when you think about the animation, everything for picking them up are the same. So it makes sense.
Okay, think about it. As a little boy, would you rather pick up nuts and bolts or diamonds?
Diamonds.
Gems? You were in your mom's closet a lot, weren't you?
No.
Trying on the jewelry, little hat, little dress.
I mean, I have my own chain. Anything else you like to say?
I had a chain too. I had that little Christian chain.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't wear that anymore. I don't associate myself with that.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Still dope cross. Yeah, you're out of your damn mind to think that shit since you like friggin' Ratchet and Clank. You like Spyro too.
I didn't like the atmosphere of it.
Why? When did you play it?
Back in the day. I haven't played it recently. But
how old were you?
Same age I played Ratchet and Clank.
So how old were you?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. When I was a kid.
And you didn't like Spyro?
Back when I liked video games more than I like girls, probably.
But you didn't like Spyro.
It's not that I didn't hate it. I just
Spyro was like, that shit was amazing.
But Ratchet and Clank was better, and Crash Bandicoot was better.
Bro,
I will admit that like it's
okay. Which Spyro did you play?
The first one.
That's why. First one was shit. That's why.
So what makes you...
The second and third one?
Okay, but like,
is
if
where
the
it's
first
at.
game is shit, why would I buy the second game?
Well, honestly, someone gave it to me anyway.
It's like you going to a restaurant for the first time, and it's like I don't like their food and I don't like the service. I'm gonna come back.
I like the concept for Spyro
of dragons.
Well, I did like dragons. I thought dragons were dope.
To me, I'm like, okay, dragons, robots, and aliens.
Dragons.
I'm gonna pick the robots and aliens.
Dragons.
Yeah, okay. That just shows our genre preferences. So it seems like between the two of us, you'd rather do like Dungeons and Dragons, and I'd rather do Star Wars.
Are you sick? Dungeons and Dragons? I'd do Star Wars over that shit. What the hell would I want to play Dungeons and Dragons?
But you do Spyro over Ratchet and Clank.
Spyro's just a good game, bro. They released the remastered version for the first 3. That shit was so sick.
They did the same thing for Crash Bandicoot.
I don't care. I don't care.
And they also have a 4th game.
Don't get it twisted. Crash Bandicoot was a very important part of my life, but not because of the trilogy. The fucking racing game.
See, no, to me that was a cop-out.
No. I'm telling you, think about the concept for Crash Racing game, and then think about the concept for Mario Kart.
Because to me, it was a ripoff of Mario Kart. Any kart racing game is a ripoff of Mario Kart.
No.
What do you mean no?
Think about it for a second. Okay, how often did you play the racing game, or did you even play it?
Which one?
Crash Team Racing.
I think I owned it.
And you're saying Mario Kart's better?
I would prefer to play Mario Kart.
No! Think about... Okay, Mario Kart did come out first. Crash came out later.
I know Crash was a good game. I know that. I enjoyed it.
Crash Team Racing introduced a concept nobody thought of for racing games back then.
Which is what?
The story mode. The fuck? You stupid? Bro, it's the same thing as Mario, but with the story mode and multiplayer. Bro, that's freaking genius. What the fuck?
I don't know. I think what threw me off was where like you have the original, platformer games, and it's just like, let's do a racing game. I'm like, why?
Why not? They think about it though, because if they were gonna do the racing game, they can't just do a racing game. Well, yeah, you had the story mode.
Fair.
And the story mode, you're just unlocking characters and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I still have it upstairs. They remastered that one.
That's like Smash though. Like Smash, there's a story mode, but the whole purpose is just unlock the characters.
Yeah, Crash Bash was shit.
What?
Crash Bash? You never played Crash Bash?
The fuck is that?
The Crash Bandicoot Mario Party game. It's literally Mario Party, but Crash Bandicoot. Yeah. They called it Crash Bash. Yeah, that shit was garbage. Yeah. I mean, I liked it at the time, but when you think about it, nah.
I feel like that's how it was when we were kids. Like, that nostalgia kicks in, and we think it's better. It's actually a lot better than what it really is, especially when you come back to it now. But given it's an unfair comparison, because now you've played more advanced games, right? Like, if you compare the original Mario to Mario Odyssey, right? If you give a kid now that game, like, to choose between the two games and tell them to play it, they're gonna pick Odyssey. It's like, the graphics are better, it plays better. The other one's shit. And I play on this stupid little square and I can barely see what I'm doing. It's like too fucking hard. Alright, but back then, like, if you saw someone our age,
Super Mario 64, bro.
If you saw someone our age that game, they're gonna be like, yeah, Mario was fucking, like, the original Mario was better.
The fucking chain, dog.
The ball and chain? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to break the stump. You have to like smash the stump into the ground.
You're talking about Odyssey?
No, Super Mario. To release the dog, and then the dog jump around, and then like there's a jail cell with a star behind it.
I'm surprised you don't have a Switch, because they just released the Mario pack.
For what?
For the Switch. So it comes with Super Mario 64.
Is it remastered?
Please hold. Super Mario 64, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario Sunshine in one bundle.
Okay. And
it's remastered. Updated graphics, updated gameplay, everything. Have you not seen this?
I don't own a Switch.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised you didn't hear the game and then immediately buy the Switch.
You know why? Because Pokemon is what got me into like Nintendo and shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't play Sword and Shield.
I'm not gonna pick that shit up.
No, the last Pokemon I truly enjoyed was Diamond and Pearl.
Thank God we're talking about fucking Pokemon, and thank God you bring that up. When are they gonna bring a Diamond and Pearl remake?
Never.
Bro, that's the one game they're supposed to remake. I'm actually pissed that they haven't done it yet.
Well, I think what they're gonna do is just continue Sword and Shield.
It's so shit.
I didn't.
And why is there DLCs? Since when does Pokemon game have DLCs?
I kind of like that idea though. You're like, oh, here's a new region.
Nah, bro. That it's gonna take them longer to put out a new Pokemon game.
I keep telling people they need to do Skyrim, but Pokemon.
Yeah, why not?
Open world. Pokemon.
Isn't there a mod for that?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
but it's not the same.
I know, but you're fine.
But like, you get the idea, right? Like, your whole purpose is like either first person or third person, capture all the Pokemon, but you see everything as you would see it like in a cartoon.
You know what my problem with Pokemon is?
Is it children's show?
First of all, Digimon over Pokemon. Anyway,
I can't fight that battle. I don't know much about Digimon for me to fight that battle.
You screwed up with your childhood. Anyway, as I was saying, Pokemon. The problem with shut up.
Go ahead.
The problem with Pokemon is that they introduce new concepts, but they don't stick to the concepts.
What I hate is they keep making shitty Pokemon.
That too, but
there's a Pokemon that's a chandelier.
Think about it though. Don't talk about
a chandelier.
I know, and
there's another one that's just an ice cream.
Yeah, Black and White was bad.
The other one's just a gear.
Yeah, Black and White was bad. I get it.
The evolution of that was 2 gears.
Yeah, Black and White was bad. I get it. No, honestly, all the fan art that is out there, they should just pull the fan art, or just talk to the people that made that fan art and just get them on the team.
Or the concepts.
The concepts and the fan art that is out there that literally look like it came from the Pokemon game are the people they should be going to.
Yeah.
For making new Pokemon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the people that they have on their staff for Pokemon are old. They're outdated.
Probably.
This is why they need to put in new people, because there's so many artists out there that are just good.
Like, Nintendo would make a lot of money. Like, if Nintendo follows the path of remastering, they could make so much money.
That's what I'm saying. Remaster Diamond and Pearl and bring
Red and Green.
If they,
Silver and Gold.
But then they do the Let's Go Pikachu shit, and then fucked up the game. They literally fucked up Pokemon. How do you fuck up the concept for Pokemon?
You know, so a lot of people would argue that they actually enjoy, like, the concept of Sword and Shield.
No, shit.
I didn't like the Giga. I don't like the Giga Evolution.
The Gigamax shit is so stupid.
That was Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah.
There was another one before that.
The regional
No, there was
evolutions.
The regional evolutions. There was another one where it's like the Megas.
The Mega Evolutions.
Where like you had Charizard and there was like a Mega Charizard, which actually made him into a dragon type.
Yeah.
Before, where he was just fire.
Yeah, and flying.
No.
See, the problem is that they took that concept and they ran with it, but they should have kept going with it.
Because
that's what sparked people's ambition for the fan art again, to recreate a Pokemon.
Yep.
And it's like a new image, a new type.
Yep.
That's sick.
Yep.
They should have ran with that concept and did more. Instead, they dropped it and do regional evolutions.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
It was stupid.
I'm ever since I was a kid, I never understood why they released 2 different versions of the same game, other than it was one different Pokemon in each game.
I think that's why, for marketing, to split. I don't know.
It's not. It's
at the time they were doing it off the colors of the starter Pokemon, and then people took it as yo, I like this color better. And then took that one.
Yeah, but if let's say Diamond and Pearl, you would usually pick it based on what the legendary was,
which is a good idea,
right? Like Sword and Shield. If I was to buy the game, I played it, but if I was to actually buy it, I'd pick Sword over Shield because that Shield line looked dumb as fuck.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not playing that shit.
No.
I stopped at Sun and Moon.
Like when it was red and green, I'm like, I'm not gonna pick
Fire Red and Leaf Green.
Not it was Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur's the water type. Yeah, Charizard.
No,
Bulbasaur. Oh yeah. Oh shoot.
I'm like, I'm not gonna pick this fucking little plant of shit. I'm gonna pick the fire dragon over there. I'll pick the redwood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sad that there was no. Was there a blue?
No, they didn't do blue for some reason, but there was Fire Red and Leaf Green.
See, it would have made sense if, other than the legendary starting, the legendaries at the end, if the game you bought was the starter you got.
Yeah, but they didn't do that for red, blue, and green.
They didn't do that for anything.
Well, they did for yellow.
Well, yellow, they just added Pikachu as a starter.
Yeah, and then you picked up the other starters at every other city you went to, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, because there was never a time where you could actually get all starters.
No, unless you hacked the game.
Or
that's all I did.
Or you had a second copy of the game with a
Game Shark.
Yeah, or you had a shout out to Game Shark. You had a second copy of the game with a second Game Boy or whatever, and you would just transfer it. You would make a new file, go through like the tutorial, and then transfer it over when you're a high enough level. That's the only time you could have all three, and it was even harder to catch them all because you needed both copies of the game. Even though the whole concept is to catch them all, so you're missing out like I think the last 8 or 7% of Pokemon's. I'm just talking about the original 150.
If they did Diamond and Pearl, I'd actually get both copies.
Diamond. Starter. Who's your starter?
Was it Chimchar? Fire type? I'm always fire type. Team fire type. I don't give a shit.
I'm always water type.
That's a damn shame. The water types now are so shit. That's why.
No, okay. I'm usually water type.
Yeah.
But mostly fire. I don't think I've ever done a playthrough where I'm the grass type.
Which one was it? Greninja. Which Pokemon was that?
Greninja was he was a frog. He was a water.
Which Pokemon was that though? I don't remember.
So I know my 2 favorite water type starters. Blastoise.
Okay.
And whatever the final evolution of Piplup was.
Empoleon?
Yeah. Because he became water and ice.
Okay, but what generation was it? Like, because that generation was when I chose water. Because I looked into the fire type, and the fire type. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, I looked into the fire type and see the final evolution because that's
Fox. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that shit turned into a fucking wizard, and I looked at him like, this is a very disgrace.
Yeah, like, Greninja was your only option.
The fox literally had potential to be something dope.
It's same thing with X and Y. Not X and Y. Sword and Shield.
Bruh. Oh,
like to me, the coolest one was the Water Chameleon, but then he turns up to like this.
Some skinny little
nerd with like
was
a fucking water pistol.
Oh, you know what's crazy? What was that one again?
What?
Was that Sun and Moon?
I didn't play Sun and Moon.
With the lizard that was super skinny. Which gen was that?
That's Sword and Shield.
That's Sword and Shield?
Search it up. Sword and Shield starters.
Oh, then we do have Sword and Shield.
Search it up.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure because I played it a couple months ago.
That's weird. Maybe we do have it upstairs.
I'm sad that you played Sword and Shield. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Cause that's crazy.
Yeah, Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
Yeah, I stopped after Diamond and Pearl. I didn't play Black and White 2. I didn't play Sun and Moon. And I think that's it.
Okay, good. I didn't play that one. Wait, did I? Which one's the one with the owl?
I don't know. I don't remember starting owl.
There's an owl that was a grass type. Because I remember...
That's probably in one of the Black and Whites of the Sun and Moon.
No, it's not Black and White. I can guarantee you that.
There's Black and White and Black and White 2.
But it was the same starters.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, so probably Sun and Moon then.
Sun and Moon? Was it Sun and Moon? Sun and Moon starters. Oh, maybe this. Yeah, it was Sun and Moon. Okay, yeah, we have Sun and Moon upstairs. Honestly, this one, me and my brother, we had 2 different DSs. Like I bought like a used DS, and then my brother had like the original red one. This was the time when I got the grass type. Like I actually got the grass type that time because the owl, like it actually looked legit. Like the cat turned into like some wrestler and it looked kind of garbage.
Yeah.
But the owl.
That was a cool one though.
Nah, the owl had like a hood.
Nah.
And it looked
the
sick.
fire type for that was way better. I forgot his name.
No, bro.
Incineroar?
I think so.
It's like
and
a
it
lion,
was in Pokemon,
right?
yeah.
It was a lion, yeah.
Yeah, and it was in the Pokemon fighting game.
Yeah, Super Mario.
Pokken?
No.
The Pokemon, they had a Pokemon fighting game, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
one.
one.
Incineroar is also in Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what I'm talking about. Or was he in both? Probably in both.
I don't know.
Yeah, that time I got the owl. Honestly.
I think the only time I actually chose a starter, it was my third playthrough, was Diamond and Pearl with the turtle.
Okay.
I'm like, he's very close to Blastoise, so he'll have a high defense.
The one that third evolution was what, Torterra?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not bad.
I would play the shit out of Diamond and Pearl if they ever made a remake.
Listen, Diamond and Pearl was probably the most complete Pokemon game ever. Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
Think about it. Beginning to end, it was complete.
Yeah, okay.
Even like post game. Post game was a whole other part of the island.
What game was it where like once you defeat one region, you can actually go to the other region?
That was the previous one. The previous region. That's Gold and Silver. Because I remember I played the shit out of Gold and Silver. You start in Johto. When you beat Johto, you can go to Kanto. Yeah, and then you start running back through Kanto. I'm like,
I was like, oh, this is dope.
This is stupid.
I'm like, yo, so sick. I'm like, oh, I got another game for free.
Then you run up in Red's house.
Oh, that was like, that's like, it was a Midnight Club. One of the Midnight Club games. Like you beat, I want to say it's LA. You beat the whole game and then you can go to Tokyo. And then there's like a little bit of Tokyo you could do. I'm like, that's fucking dope.
I like when games do that.
Yeah, when there's like a little bit more.
Yeah.
They go above and beyond. Now it's just like, oh, you want to go more? Here's a DLC.
Yeah, I think that Pokemon was what got me into the post game of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Cause when you beat the Elite Four and then you still have more missions to do after, and you still have more area to go through.
Yeah.
And there's more trainers.
Yeah.
So you're leveling up your Pokemon even higher.
Yeah. And
then like when you finish that end area, there's a little house. When you go in, the gym leaders are there.
Yeah.
And their Pokemon are like, they're higher level now. So you literally refight the gym leaders in that house.
Yeah.
And every day it will change.
Yeah.
Bro, that's how I got my Pokemon to level 100 in that game. I never got my Pokemon to level 100 in any game before.
That was Red. I think I did it. I got it to 100. My blast.
Oh no! Don't get it twisted. If it was on the laptop, it'd be level 100 in like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I got that.
But like, I'm talking regularly.
Okay, fine. One thing I do appreciate about Sword and Shield is the fact that it was my biggest complaint with all Pokemon games.
What?
You're usually using your starter almost 9 out of 10 times you start into a battle, right? So if you beat said trainer with just your starter, only your starter gets the XP.
The XP share.
If you have it on a Pokemon, but I think you get 1 per playthrough. So you can only have, let's say you only get 2 at max to level up your Pokemon.
You know, they kept changing the features of the XP share though.
But in Sword and Shield, everybody gets XP. Your whole party. So yes, the Pokemon that were in battle get more XP, but technically everyone eats.
But it makes it easier.
It does.
Makes the game easier.
It does, but it also makes it...
Pokemon shouldn't be an easy game.
But it makes it better because I was always tired of trying to go back and fight like wild Pokemon just to level up a Pokemon. Because there was never an option. Like, let's say you beat the Elite Four. You beat everybody that you can come across. Now, the only way to level up your Pokemon is to either do PvP, which is almost non-existent back in the day, or go through the grass or caves and fight wild Pokemon. Right?
I like that.
Why is there not like a I forgot what it's called, like a new game plus? You keep all your old Pokemon, but you restart all the challengers until like a new higher level, so now your other Pokemon can catch up. And then when you get new Pokemon, you want to level it up too, right? So now this allows you to play with different sets of Pokemon, carrying over the knowledge you already know. So you can put your starter in the back or whatever as your backup, and then you have new Pokemon to play with. Because once I have my 6 Pokemon that I like, I almost never catch any other Pokemon. I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna beat everyone. That's it. This is my squad. Like, gang, done. That's it. But even then, the last few Pokemons I catch are almost under-leveled compared to my first 3.
I have an easier fix. Why don't you, like, when you fight to go to another city, so you fight to go to another city, you fight all the trainers that are on the route, You're in the city, so why not like it rotates out the trainers that you fight? So like a day goes by, you know.
That's fine.
And you go back through again and you fight and you get more XP instead of like.
That's fine.
That's way better.
But like my way was just a way for like, you're done the game the first playthrough. Now you have a second playthrough, because once in Pokemon there's only ever one playthrough. In the same game file, and you can't. It's not like you can have multiple game files.
No.
Right. So there was just the one game save, and one playthrough, and that's it. So if you want to level up the rest of your Pokemon, you would just have to do wild battles, which were annoying to me.
I don't know. I didn't mind them. Honestly, Pokemon's dead. Pokemon is dead. They screwed up the concept.
I think most Nintendo games are dead except for Zelda.
Well, that's Zelda. Everyone loves Zelda, but even Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Nintendo. But
it's Smash Bros. Nintendo.
And Mario Kart.
The Mario Kart's getting stale for me.
It is, because they ran out of ideas.
Yeah, it's getting stale for me. What's another Nintendo exclusive? Like, I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I've never finished it, but I enjoyed it.
It's literally Mario Kart, Smash Bros. And Zelda. But
Smash Bros. I consider that a Mario game. Well, not really, but I consider it a Mario game.
I don't know.
Pokemon's gone.
It's okay. Pokemon fucked up. They shouldn't have changed the concept, because once they changed the formula, like they completely changed it. Where like I think it's like to fight, you have to go to the Pokemon walking around in the grass.
Huh?
Apparently, I think in the newest the Let's Go Pikachu, there's like Pokemon that walk around in the grass. And you have to go and fight them.
That came out before Sword and Shield though.
Oh really?
Yeah. So that was supposed to be like a nod to, was it Gold and Silver, where you had like your starter Pokemon follow you around?
See, I like that idea of having your Pokemon follow around, but like
it's not as good as it should be.
They fucked that up.
It's more like a filler until they finish Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield's not that good.
Yeah, well,
just remake Diamond and Pearl, make it 3D. Bro, like how they did Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Bro, that shit was crazy. I love that shit. That shit was amazing.
Yeah, because that's when they had the Megas too.
The Mega Evolution was a great idea. Bring it back and
no, they did the Giga.
Expand on that.
They did the Giga.
The Giga is so stupid. I'm not trying to fight a skyscraper of a fucking Pikachu.
I know, and what I hate it because it maxes out all its stats.
What's the point of getting stat like base Pokemon?
Yeah, it's almost like you're one Super Saiyan all in blast, and then like that's it.
No point.
Yeah.
No point.
And it's like 3 turns. I'm like, why would I ever do this?
Besides, I want to see what they do with a Mega what's it called? Infernape?
That'd be dope.
That's what I'm saying.
Blastoise?
They did that already.
Yeah, I know, but do it again.
It turned into a tank.
It was just like one massive ass cannon.
Yeah, it was literally a whole tank. Like it was crazy.
I would actually play that game again.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to play new Pokemon games now. Like I can't go back anymore. I can't.
I could go back for the sake of nostalgia.
The only reason why I can't go back is because I already been back. That's why.
I haven't been back in
bro, like half the time when I beat a Pokemon game, I delete it and restart it right away.
I usually let it sit for a bit, like a few months, and I'll come back to it.
No, I delete it. That's how much I liked the Pokemon games at the time. Like I delete it and restart it.
Fair.
Like I really liked them, but like the concept just got worse and worse. I'm like, no, I'm not playing this shit.
I don't blame you.
So just stick to the regular concept. Make a little bit like fine tweaks.
Yeah.
Don't make any major changes, but like that's it.
Yeah.
That's honestly it. I think that's the end of this one.
No, that was a good episode. That was a long episode, an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. That is wild.
You could technically cut that into 2 pieces because it goes into.
You could if you want.
It goes into like. You could cut this in multiple pieces because it covers a lot of video games in a short time span. So you could technically have like episode 2 part A or whatever.
Yeah. If we have like topics, then we can cut them into the topics. That'd be dope. That's later on though. This is all freestyle for now.
Yeah, that's fine. So.
When do we want to bring people on to this?
I was actually gonna bring that up. You want to bring it on? We can start next week.
Yeah. Who do you want to bring?
It depends on the topic. Unless you just want to bring in someone.
Yeah, and then like just have a general topic.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this after. I'm gonna end it.
Yeah, it's been real.
It's been real.